Okay. This is brand new to me, so let's go. Hey everyone, Ackanoth here. Welcome to Age of Empires 4. Part of my ongoing quest to beat Game Pass. I will be victorious one day. I mean, if I do a game a day, it'll probably take me 2 years. Wow. Subtitles. It wants movie only. Yep. No, default UI scale, default UI narration off. Incoming chat messages off. Strong contrast. Oh, those are nice settings, but I don't need them, so that's cool. But yeah, at least it asks you straight away. I just go 50% all the time. Adjusting brightness is like, oh, how's this going to turn out on my screen or anyone else's screen for that matter? Hey, Age of Empires 4. Now all I'm thinking about is trebuchets.
Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside.
Wait, it's thrown me into tutorial straight away?
With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature.
Okay, so it just starts you off on a tutorial. But because I'm in this is a thing, I actually need to sync. So food source, town center, food source, town center, food source, town center. Okay. This doesn't even give me as much. At least I carry it back now, so that's like, oh, I actually have to plan about this stuff. Nice. Right, was it only like the Indian tribes that I was playing as that did that? So, yeah. I can't do anything because this is a tutorial. I didn't expect them to just like be like, hey, you started the game. Get into the tutorial. Okay, so this is
with a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this style of icons. I preferred it when there was a colored portrait to see like what it is. Yes, I know what to do. That gives us 5 villages. Oh, it even shows a line, and it glows! Why am I excited about it glowing? You just wander off and... Oh, it's limiting. That's very limiting.
Abendende, Voodoo. Huh? Eat your willer?
Where there?
Yes, sir. Eat your Farah.
You can sort of see further ahead then.
Apple.
Huh? Eat your Farah.
Yeah, I've got my villages.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Ah, yes. Okay, and they're opening up all the things.
Workende.
And this just being here will... Hey, that builds pretty quickly. It's a lot more generous than... Yep. Okay, I built a mill. What next?
Next,
Mysterious voice.
The growing village would need wood to build with.
Okay, so I've got those two gathering wood. You get some wood. I mean, we only need 10 more, but you're not gonna... We don't need everyone on food. And it's not like we can actually optimize to advanced yet. This is just a tutorial. I mean, it's actually kind of good that they force you to go through a tutorial. Because, like, hey,
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
okay. If we build a lumber camp over here,
Here off.
and have
Yes,
these guys
Sammy
go
Andy.
over here, and have them
Work Henday.
contribute to that to get it built quicker, yeah, everything's going smoothly. We're not under
Thanks
any
to the
threat.
camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village
Yeah.
now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Okay, I'll build a villager to build houses. And the shift trick should work. It's not like the old days where the shift trick didn't work. Put that there. Build houses and shift. Yep. Got a guy building houses. You know, just off the road. They even have a backyard each. Oh, that's nice. That one's more of a lean-to than a house, but you know. And they're all in different styles. Wow. Yay,
With
housing.
additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Build the farms around there.
Quetta. Anrad.
Uh-huh.
Work camp.
Build some farms. It's not as straightforward and easy as the...
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied.
Yay. Okay,
Further
explore the
growth
wilderness.
required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts.
We've got a bit of food, so let's build 4 of them so we can just scout like properly.
Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Yeah.
To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Yeah, you. Build a mining camp over here. That should work.
Yeah.
And you, go help with it.
Forward. Yeah, herende.
Oh no,
Heasa. Ridende.
there's an invisible wall that I
Yes, sir.
cannot break down.
Yes, sir.
And steep cliffs that I cannot climb.
Asterende. Yeah.
Charles Yarwa.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining.
Yep.
Selfende.
Cheerlass. Work end day.
Build a farm each.
Work end day. Yeah, cheerlass.
We have 1 inactive villager.
Selfende.
So 6 on gold. Yay, we explored the wilderness.
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town.
And now we advance. It's having
The
feudal
signpost
lords.
of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Build a landmark. Something about a home. Nah, I'm gonna make one. I've got people gathering resources. I'm not gonna take them away from their jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Huh. Okay, we'll build the abbey on our road that leads into town. How long is this gonna take? Let's send a couple of extra villagers to help with that. Huh. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting approach. You build special buildings to advance to the next stage. Okay. As opposed to being like, hey, you have to build this before advancing to the next stage, which was how it was in 1 and 2. Can't remember if it was like that in Mythologies. I mean, that's the one that I played the most. Where it was like, oh, do you have people praying? Have you built wonders? Do you have your priests empowering your... Not wonders, have you built monuments? Have you got your priests empowering your monuments? Are you going around killing people to get your favor? And that just automatically advances you to the next stage? Nice.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The
Yay.
townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves.
Yeah. Learn to use spearmen.
The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
Okay, one of you guys. Construct a barracks. We'll put it over here besides the abbey. I guess that indicates that that has an attack range. Ah, yeah. I should have probably built it closer to the town centre so that the town centre and it can stack their attack. Or does this only heal?
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers.
Yes.
Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough. It's probably like 11. I suppose it's quicker than in Age of Empires 3 where it's like, hey, you want to train 5 at once? Okay. It's going to take the same amount of time, but just training one's going to take forever. They have 4 attack, the spearmen have 8 attack. Yeah, the spearmen are much better at fighting. The scouts have more HP, and they're definitely more mobile. But yeah. It's not going to tell us how to advance to the next stage. I was like, it's kind of silly. I was like, I'm going to see what it takes to, what the campaign's like, and instead I get thrown into the tutorial. But you know, I suppose this is like, it's at least teaching you how the game works as opposed to what I was doing with the other games, which was just like, I'm just going to jump in like a madman. Although it's playing the game completely wrong. It's like,
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion. The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
yeah, they could just kick it down. I mean, a palisade that's unguarded isn't going to do much. Yay! Destroy the palisade. In most maps and like Age of Empires games, like there's no actual value to walls. Building walls is such a... I mean, you can do it and it can be semi-successful.
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north.
Enemy... We're gonna...
First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
Ackanoth.
I mean, we use the power of friendship. Okay.
Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack.
Each will. Hurrah!
We just got a skirmish going on here. No organized military at all, just skirmishing. We're relying on focus fire. And so far I've lost a single scout. Now let's burn their town center.
Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables.
Yes, let's just burn it down and everything else. Yay! And their houses. It's not like we could take them for ourselves.
The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage. The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines.
And it says to build the stable here, which...
Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
That's a lumber camp. Oh, build 2 stables. I mean, that is technically what you're supposed to do. Yeah, I can't see. I guess that's... I guess that's that. I don't know why we're destroying their buildings. You can just, you know, take someone's buildings. That's something that does not make sense.
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
Yes, sir. Understood. Each a worker.
Yarway! Yes, sir! Hira Rignu!
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. Why do they...
Careless! Yarway on your Sabiende! Careless hand!
It's a farm! You can steal the farm! I don't understand!
Careless defend they hestum!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Fair you were that. That should have been that.
I don't understand these people. Destroying their own farms. Oh no, I've reached population cap. You. Let's build some houses back here. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, we reached our population cap and... Huh. Was it designed for you not to have as many villages as I have? Interesting tutorial. It doesn't even interrupt to be like, oh hey, you've reached the population cap, you should have built more houses. But you didn't know that, because we didn't tell you that. There's a house over there.
Hey, sir.
Let's just form a large military. 2 more from there. Okay, you're building a few too many soldiers. But that's okay. I got 2 more cavalry coming.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
Yeah, let's just send these guys forward and have them advance to the bridge. It doesn't have the dramatic effect of an actual cavalry charge. It will just be them just going through the enemy.
The cavalry eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself.
And now they're going to have us build an archery range for villages that they give us.
The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed.
These invaders aren't very
enemy
good.
emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen.
I mean, we probably have like
To
a
deal
big...
with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders.
Build 3 archery ranges, wow.
Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Okay.
Hester's Commende.
Something. Oh, I'm not allowed to go there. I want to just charge with this army. It seems like it's big enough. Seems like it'll do the job just fine. But, you know, spearmen versus cavalry, like, even in that scenario, the cavalry still have the advantage.
Vin Hester. Garwigan. Ayored Yaru. Yes, sir?
It's like, hey, we have arbitrary advantage. That's not how it works in real life.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Right, let's just have you guys build a lumber camp over here, though. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have an idle villager. Go back to farming.
Cool fleech.
I'll make enough archers, right? 3, 5. Yeah, that's enough. I have no idea if I've got enough. Yes, I'm going. It's like, oh, they want you to just go with the archers or something, or just go with the cavalry, or just go with the infantry. Whereas in reality, you're going to go with everything. I produced exactly 20. Yay! We now have a large army.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
Or we can just play this like Age of Empires and do what you always do. What force do they have? Let's just attack. Have everyone attack. And to completely ignore the advice, because we just outnumbered them 100 to 1.
Fell to the resurgent homegrown population.
Yay!
Their lands were free of enemies. The town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city. Here too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
Okay. Let's just put that on that side of the road. And our raiders are just going to go pillaging. It's like, yes, you're going to build outside of your actual base. You're definitely going to build lots and lots of things out here. That's not how you play Age of Empires. This is so not how you play Age of Empires. You don't go, I'm going to build a forward base and a forward base. No, you're like, I'm going to rally an army at my base so that I can both defend my base and build and strike out at the enemy. Yeah, you guys will get that done more quickly if you work together. Well, is it going to have me build a wonder as well while it's at it? Is it going to have me advance through everything and like, be like, hey, here's wonders and stuff. Archers do so little damage. Let's build some palace. Let's burn some palisades. So, what's next? Is this like the end of the tutorial or something? Because, just like, hey, you're advancing to the next stage.
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.
Okay, yes, it's called Age of Empires. I mean, that was interesting. Now, can I get to the actual game? Please? Let's skip the main menu. Okay. I think that's enough of this. We saw an actually pretty decent tutorial other than the fact that it's like, hey, this is how you should play, and it's like, no, that's definitely not how you should play Age of Empires, because that never works. Anyway, my name's been Ackanoth. Hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time for, I forgot what it was, maybe, was it AI, the Somnium Files? Or something like that? Oh well, we'll see you for whatever it is.